Hey y'all, good morning. I hope that you are having a great Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. So like promised, we put together a video of some of the things that we have styled from the Great Junk Hunt. Greg did a lot of the filming, and it's his first time filming, so give him a little grace on it. And then he is in it styling some of his things. There are still a few more things to get styled, so we may do a fifth junk hunt video, y'all. I'm not really sure, or we may just show you those things in other videos. I don't know. We'll have to see how the week plays out. Our week of fun is about over. I've got a lot of things I've got to get done this week, but I cannot believe that we've had so many videos from the junk hunt or the Great Junk Hunt. I'm a little embarrassed at all that we got. Not embarrassed, but I'm full. You know how when you have your Thanksgiving dinner and you're just like, oh my gosh, I can't eat another thing. I can't buy another thing for a while, y'all. I just don't want anything. And some of you are like, well, thank God, it's about time. So there may be not as many thrifting videos. I still have to, go to estate sales and things and source for the booze. So there'll always be videos on stuff. But for the remainder of this month, I know that we will be transforming our home into Christmas. And I know that a lot of you do not want to see Christmas this early, and I understand that. A part of me does not want to decorate for Christmas this early, but we just don't have a choice with the amount that we do, which we are cutting back this year. So we cut back way back last year. If you are into Christmas videos, I encourage you to go back and watch some of my earlier home tours. You don't have to watch the room by room, but watch my home tours. We have always, since the first Christmas we were together, done Christmas over the top. So go back and check those out. You might like those. I think I have about 4 years worth of Christmas up on YouTube. But anyway, I set this little decorate with me, if you will, to music. I do some voiceovers to tell you a little bit about what we're doing and what's going on. So I hope you enjoy it. Hope that it gives you some ideas of things to do. But Greg is in it, and I know you all love seeing Greg. So go ahead, get you something to drink, sit back. Here it's a rainy Tuesday morning. I am getting ready to go to my friend's house to study. I have a state exam to take tomorrow, so I will be out of pocket the rest of the day. But y'all have a great one, and until I see you again, happy thrifting. Okay, so this cabinet is one of my favorites to style. Right now, it just has so much stuff in it. I will need to rework that totally when I go to add Christmas items. But as you see, I just have lots of things thrown in there, lots of ironstone. Just some of my favorite things end up in my cabinets. And I am looking forward to transforming that for Christmas. It's just going to be a lot of work to take all of that out. Okay, now you are here to see the stuff. I look rough as a corn cob, but I'm just putting that flower frog in that bowl with all the other flower frogs. I needed to put that gravy boat with the wheat stuff. I like to keep all my patterns together. So for now, I'm just sticking it there, putting that little soap dish and some pine cones in there. I should probably move that soap dish maybe up to my bathroom. I still have the sugar bowl to place, and I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to move those creamers over. That way I have a triangle effect going on with my sugar bowls. I have one on each of the 3 shelves. I do like to sort of make things opposite like that. So I'd had the great idea to put that little Bible that I bought in the basket with the others, but it just did not fit. I was trying to push it in there, and then it hit me. These are old. You're going to tear it up. So I did find another place to put that little Bible. I just put it with the other two more, just made my little stack bigger. But like I said, these shelves are getting ready to get reworked. I may just have to take a day and just devote to this corner cabinet and my other green cabinet. Y'all, we are on the hunt we want one more, cabinet, cubby type things like this to go in the foyer, and we have just not had any luck. But we will find the right piece. You just have to be diligent and keep looking, and then when you find it, you will just know that that is your piece that you've been looking for. See, I'm just putting the little Bible under the doily. It's just going to add to the stack for now. These cabinets are my catch-all. I definitely, will get a new little trinkety piece, and it'll go up there until I find a better home. Y'all, I have a trinket shelf. I need to get that thing hung up somewhere. There is the little cubby that I bought from Miss Jackie. I put the small clock faces in some of my new flower frogs and that little cute puppy dog. And there is Greg's pet sheep. They will probably stay there maybe through Christmas. I'm not really sure. That was all that we added to that little cabinet. That cabinet has been a lot of fun, but it is also one of my pieces that it has pretty much stayed. I've not changed it. Now I had all these pieces, and I'll be honest, I had nowhere to put them. So I decided to add them to my table. I'm just placing that picture from House of Haberdashery. I decided just to double stack these plates. That platter is bigger, so I'm going to put it under the white platter just to kind of add another level. There you go. You can see the stain coming out from underneath it. I thought, well, there you go. That works. And since I've added this round piece as a grounder for all the things, I've had more room. So there's one of my little creamers. And then I'm just going to push these cowls under a little bit. You'll still be able to see them. Haven't really found a great place for those, but they are cool to have the whole set. So I definitely want to use them, although they will be put up for Christmas. I don't think they're going to go with what I plan on doing for Christmas. Which, have y'all started planning Christmas? I am all over the place. That is that wonderful platter that I got from Fuller's Furnishings, and both of those butter molds came from them. I think I only showed one and may have forgot to show the other one, but there's just a quick little way to add some of your favorite touches to your decor. Now this is where we ended up putting the new butter pats. This is one of our favorite cabinets. I love the way that this turned out when I fixed it for summer and for fall. I almost don't want to take it down, but I have such cute ideas coming up for Christmas. Y'all, the dilemmas of decorating. So I'm just going to add that one butter pat that I got from Vintage Junk. That stained one that was hiding. It's the only reason why I was able to find it. It's just going to go in that stack. Now I'm going to put my cute little miniature butcher block up here. It'll find a different home for Christmas. I definitely want to keep that out. I want to add a cloche to it. I just didn't think about it when I was doing this. But I'm going to put the beautiful butter pats that I got from Fuller's Furnishings, and that little butcher block came from them. So that'll be cute, and I should have stuck a cloche on top of it. Just didn't think about it. I'm also going to add some of the miniature little butter molds that we picked up. I think we ended up getting more than I realized we had gotten. We got 2 or 3 of the little butter molds, maybe 4. I can't even remember how many we got. I did think that while we were at the junk hunt, I don't know, blacked out maybe. It was such a frenzy. It was so much fun. I am so excited that we got to go and blessed that we got to go and have such a good time. For those of you that are wondering, though, we knew about this event. We planned and we saved. We saved like crazy for this. Here on this little shelf, I'm adding the little pheasant family that I got from MJ Pickens. If some of you think, she's just placing stuff just random, I did not really plan a lot of this out, knowing that at the end of this week or possibly next week that it's all coming down. I didn't, things are not in permanent homes. However, Greg does always remind me about covering up. Y'all, it's funny, he used to fuss because I would cover up that outlet. And now he's like, well, your outlet's showing. It is not fun to cook in my kitchen with all these things. But I ended up putting that round cutting board there. I think that is another one that come from Fuller's Furnishings. But it covers the outlet, and it was a good little place to place that for now. I was determined to use that small picture that I got from Miss Jackie and Spence's booth. The Antiques on 231 is where they're located, but they had a booth at the Junk Hunt. And this right here is the only place that I could come up with to put that, but it looks perfect there, and it is probably now one of my favorite fall pictures. Now, I have to make room for Greg's, one of his turkey planters that he bought from Susan at the old so-and-so. I feel like we're kind of good on turkey planters, but he is on a turkey planter kick right now. So I know if he sees another one that he likes, he will get it. That would look great with having some of your tarnished silverware coming out of it, having some, florals coming out of it. I didn't stick anything in it. I should have. And here I am struggling with these flowers. The thing with these flowers are they are made great. They come from Hobby Lobby. They are, the flower part is so heavy, and that thing kept falling off the shelf. It was driving me nuts. For the rest of our fall decor, this turkey cookie jar is going to sit right here. I also changed that platter to one of my brown transferware behind him, but he looks kind of majestic just sitting there amongst the flow blue. Now, just to show you an idea, I did put that wonderful bowl that I got from the Fullers underneath my ice water pitcher, just to kind of show what I was talking about as far as, using it as a riser. For now, that amazing stained covered dish is going to stay right there. As you can see, some of the ones that I've just gotten are sitting on our table, but we're pretending that we're passing around the meal. There is where I placed another planter that Greg got from Susan. And here we go. Greg is in his room that he loves with all of his gaming stuff. He is just swapping out some terrines that we had on our shelves for the stained ones that we got at the Junk Hunt. For now, that's going to be a great place to put them. And he decided just to add his ginger beer bottles that he got, his little collection going on here. So, like I said, that'll all be changing. We had talked about not putting trees in the living room and dining room, and I don't know that we have made 100% okay that we're doing this or we're not doing it decision, but either way, even if we don't put trees, we will add Christmas decor. So a lot of this more manly prim type stuff will come out. That's another dish we got from the Fullers. And he got a total of 4 ginger beer bottles. So he is just going to add these last 2 over here. I didn't realize that he had so many. That might be something else that we need to take off of our list to maybe not look for, except for the one that has our name. We definitely want to be able to grab one of those. That would be cool to have in your collection, a ginger beer bottle with your last name on it. Now, I added my bingo cards here just to kind of go with the whole game effect. There's Adventure. He is the loving, most nosiest cat. Has to be a part of everything. But I just thought, let's just stick with the gaming for now. And I was going to put that card in my booth along with the bluish colored ones. But for now, I thought, well, it's got gaming stuff on it. It'll look great sitting under my little bowl of dice and things. Now, this is where we decided to put Greg's shelf that he got from Susan at the old so-and-so. He has been looking for something to display his Crocs, and we couldn't get a huge, massive piece of furniture. We did need something small and on the slender side, and this worked perfect. It is in the upstairs foyer. It's right across from the cabinet that I have all of my English crockery in. So it all just kind of flows together. And here, Greg, we had all these amazing books, and we only had so many of Crocs that are of this style. So we thought it would be a great idea to keep all of this style together. And for now, we are supplementing with these books. But I think that the overall look turned out great. So if you've watched my videos, you know that that wall was a gallery wall, and we just decided to, for now, we've had that gallery wall up for a couple of years, that we would just take it down. We put 2 really beautiful fall pictures up there, pictures that we think you could use for fall. So it's different, just having an area with 2 pictures, y'all, like a normal person. But I really like how this area turned out, and I think that Greg did a great job displaying his stuff. So we did add 3 marmalade jars. We've got that one from Justin, that one came from the Fullers, and that one came from Vintage Junk. That was the tomato spoon I got from the Fullers. And there is that little stained creamer pitcher that I got from the Fullers. That is another one of my favorite areas of the house. But as you can see, I need to rework it. Way back there is the bowl that we got from Miss Jackie. And there is that little measuring tape. We want a better way to display our bowls. We have been looking for something. Here, Greg is taking all that down. And he is putting up his... I believe that is the swan he got from Susan, the old so-and-so. We have a home where we're going to put the other one, but for now. Now here, Greg is adding to this shelf. I'm so afraid this shelf is going to fall. Do not do this at home. Do not stand on the top of your ladder. Greg is bad about that. It gives me a heart attack every time he does it. But I would say that shelf is full. What do you guys think? Now, I added my little shopping buggy here and just put my canes and my yardsticks in it. That's not exactly the home it's going to be at. For now, that looked okay. And Greg just put some of his mini gourds added to this little area.